We good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Ready? Stand by. Threat.
What do you want to do? So today, my friend Sam from CW Wraps and CW Upfitters, they are the ones that do all the work on my Tacoma, and they're the ones that did my custom wrap for my Tacoma. He came out here to get some decompression and some trigger time. So we're going to shoot pistols. We're just focusing on pistols today. We're just gonna have fun because why not? So pistols, and we'll be shooting on. I got some Troy targets, and then I have some. I'm going to butcher the name. Infinity targets. These are the rubber ones that you can just shoot and paint over. So yeah, what are you shooting today?
9s.
So what do you got here?
Canic.
Okay.
And then we've got the Shadow System 9, which is the 1719. And then the little small carry, the concealed carry, the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield.
Nice. What kind of belt is that? Is that like a competition setup?
Yeah, competition setup. So it's just made, I just put this on, so now I didn't shoot at all. So my buddy Clint, that is my mentor in shooting, who's probably thinking I'm never gonna shoot again. I'm out here, I'm training, and we're gonna shoot in the cold.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So I had a few of you guys in previous video ask me about my belt. This is a sub-second belt. Some people are probably familiar with like the Bison belt or the GBRS belt. This is very similar. This one's a little bit thicker, but the rigidness of it is so much more. I do like the width of the Bison belt or GBRS belt, but this one right here, how like more durable it is, I dig it. So I'm using the True North Concept drop down. I added the ALS or the QLS, the quick whatever system for Safari, and then this is True North's new. I think they call it the wedge. It cants out the pistol a little bit more.
Yep.
And I really dig it. And so.
Just that little bit.
Yeah, just that little bit goes a long way.
I noticed it made a big difference when I'm trying to get my hand in there, and when you got meaty
paws.
Yep.
So let's see here. And then I added their leg strap. I was kind of anti leg straps back in the day. I think I just had a phobia of them. But it also helps out, gives that little extra protection. So when I'm drawing, I don't pull my holster off the side. And today I'm shooting my Terran Tactical Combat Master. This is essentially a Glock 34. Obviously, you see the Defy the Norm logo on here. I have an Aimpoint Acro and a Surefire X300 at the bottom. This thing is super nice. So we're shooting that today. And eyes.
Ears.
Ears. Bro. You want to talk about you made it? You know when you made it? These OpsCore comm system right here. These are just so great. They're so comfy. I used to wear Peltors all the time, but mine are like 2 decades old, so they were just always falling apart. And OpsCore sent these out to me, and I really dig them. I don't use them in a tactical aspect, meaning I'm not hooking them up to any radio, so I can't give you any feedback on that. But for looking cool and great hearing protection on the range and fitting great with your OpsCore helmet, these things rock. So let's go ahead and shoot some guns.
Love it.
All right. He's got the green flavor. It's called Crisp.
I love these things.
Yeah, this thing is so good. Guys, Smashing Greens, if you follow me on social media, on Instagram, I just did the Massive Supplements 10-day Reds and Greens challenge. It's accountability challenge. It's not the only, it's basically fast, right? So instead of eating food, I just did Reds and Greens for my meal replacement. And then I drank these for my energy, or black coffee or water. And these are pretty good, but he's got a flavor called Crisp. This one's Tropical Mindset. He's got one called like, I think it's just called Crisp. It's a green can. It's my absolute favorite. It's got all natural ingredients that you can read. And yeah.
We're smashing them.
So as you see in my belt, right, I carry my pistol mags up front. You see a lot of guys that carry them canted. I don't own any canted magazine pouches. Not that I'm against them. I like them. I just don't own any, so I'm using what I have. But it's pretty simple. I carry an extra a rifle magazine on me. I have a dump pouch, and then I have my medical pouch on the back. Keeps it super simple. Everything's streamlined. This is my workspace right here. This is your workspace when you're shooting, so everything is exactly where it needs to go. Oh, what's that? Defy the norm? Stop looking at my crotch, bro.
All right, they're built all for speed. Boom, boom. And I rotated the back, so I got rid of the latch in the front, so everything's clean here. A little more time, so like combat-wise versus, you know, shooting, competitive shooting, big difference. But let's do this.
All right, dude, go ahead and
What do you want to do?
uh
Want to just ping steel real quick?
still be pretty simple. Let's go ahead and hit the circles. We'll just warm up. You take the top 3 or top 6. I'll take the bottom 6.
Okay. I like it. I'll make sure we're bright enough here right now.
Guys, look at my range. It's freaking epic. Right now, it's super muddy. And it's up. Uh-oh.
It's not showing real good. Might have to figure out what's up here.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and make ready. My dot is on.
Nice.
It's kind of hard to see the impact. That was 12. So I left these rubber targets out, and they don't really index that well anymore, which kind of sucks. But as you guys can see,
If we clean them, maybe that'd help.
I did.
Did it work at all?
Yeah, I think I need to just like completely recoat them.
There we go.
All right,
Now we got some light.
now we're cooking with Crisco.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a little low on that last shot.
I can look at it real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
See where I'm at here. Clear. Yeah, each one of them. Oh. Left.
Yeah, it's
Nice. Look at you.
it's freaking one-handed, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
was just gonna say, I don't even want to talk about it.
But yeah, these were so much better. I need to contact them. It's my own fault. I let this sit out through multiple different types of weather, and I'm pretty sure I ruined them. Just because when I first started shooting them, they did so much better.
Can they go through?
Yeah, it goes through for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, these are really great targets. I just did not take care of mine, and I'm paying the price. So what we can do, though, we can also throw up some cardboard and put some of those other targets on. Let's cover, we're going to go over some concealed carry drawing, and we're going to use Sam, and let's just critique him and build him up at the same time. All right, so without shooting, go ahead and present out how you normally would. Like just full draw. Okay, bring it back. Just go full speed.
Okay.
Whatever that means to you. Okay, one more time. Okay, so now what I want you to do, put it back in. Now what I want you to do, I want you to take that support hand and I want you to grab as much articles of clothing as possible and extend it as high as you can. Okay? Yep. Grab. Now do that again. So what basically want to get in the habit of is we want to be able to remove as much clothing as possible.
Okay.
And therefore, no matter what type of shirt we're wearing or anything like that, no matter what type of pistol we're carrying, all of our draw is always the same. And what we don't want to do is short stroke the shirt where we come up just a little bit because we can clear it. Because what we don't want is to catch our shirt with us, especially we're adding, especially if you're adding like stress, you're being shot at, God forbid something's happening and you're in a life or death situation. You want to be as consistent as possible. So we're going to do that by grabbing his, we're gonna clear the obstacle of our shirt. Yep. Nice. Okay. Okay. Let's get one more of those. Okay, now this time, let's practice with this one hand. Okay. All right, now a reason why you would be carrying one hand or removing the article of clothing with one hand, let's say you have a shirt, a jacket on, an overcoat. Let's just say I'm up close to Sam, my threat like this. All right, so
my hand's blocked or something.
He's blocking me. He's going to try to push me away. He wants to create distance. He's not going to be able to grab his shirt with a support hand. So he's going to have to clear the shirt with his strong hands. Go ahead and clear the shirt. So you're going to essentially, if I'm still carrying, I'm going to move.
Go up high.
Yep. And I'm going to grab behind firm grip.
Yep.
I'm going to clear my weapon. Yep. And then I'm going to engage.
Okay.
Now, what's very important, if you're doing a single hand draw for concealed carry, the support hand, we get really weird with this extra hand. The last thing you want is it to get shot, especially if you're going to pull from this position right here, right? So what I want to do, if he's pushing me, right, when you're practicing, obviously you're not going to have another person with you, he's going to bring his arm up towards his head as he clears his firearm, and he draws his gun. So we're going to keep this support hand as far away from our pistol as possible. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like.
Too far out.
So there's a few.
The short one.
Yep. Okay. It's the same concept of drawing. So our high firm grip. So clear, high firm grip. Yep. Without looking like a robot.
Yep, go here.
Just like you normally would. So draw with both hands. Both hands. Like marry your hands up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do both or just one?
Both. You're just going to draw it like you normally would. Okay, now slow it, bring it back. See that position right there? That's where you're touching your hands at, right? So now put your pistol back in your holster. So it's the same movement. You're just using one hand the whole time.
From here and out?
Yeah, I'm going to fully punch out, but if I can't fully punch out because there's a threat in front of me like such.
Keep it tight?
Yeah, so my camera, I'm not standing in front of you, but my camera is.
Okay.
So this is a threat. Yep. Now what you can do sometimes is you can hyperly extend your body, right? So
I tend to overdo, like you said, robotic.
So I'm clear.
Yep.
So if I'm concealed carrying, one thing, I'm creating distance, right? And I'm in a scuffle. I'm clearing. I am canting my body, blading it.
Okay.
High firm grip. And I'm right here. I shoot. The first thing I want to do after I shoot is I want to create my distance, and I'm going to set myself up in the best condition possible. I'm going to shoot you faster, more accurate with two hands. I want to do that. But if I don't have the opportunity to do that, chilling, minding my own business, right? A normal draw for me, normal concealed carry draw, clear, high firm grip. See, I didn't clear my shirt all the way.
Yep.
I'm also tucked in. just like if I'm shooting from a holster. See, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really changes. That's the dust from there, from concealed. Right? I'm shooting, I want to create distance from my threat. If I cannot create distance, I'm defending myself as best my ability.
Okay.
Like so. All right, let's try that.
Okay.
All right. So we're just going to go with a normal draw. We're going to go with a two-hand draw.
Okay.
All right, so on you. Nice, smooth. Now let's go with that one-hand draw real fast.
That was a deep one. I'll go short.
So it was kind of a race to punch it out some.
Yep.
So this time, let's go ahead and
That's
get
the
that
competition part.
that close retention, because you're using one hand because you're clearly defending yourself, because your threat is right here in your face.
Right here.
So show me that. All right. Now what I want you to do, we're in a scuffle.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a scuffle. You do the one hand clear. Once you present out, punch out.
Okay.
Now I want you to backstep,
Okay.
just like such. And all we're trying to do is just create distance. All right, let's do it again. My phone's in front of you. I'm not.
Okay.
Hey, give me your wallet. Give me your wallet. You want distance from your threat, because we might be defending ourselves. We might have a gun, but you know what? You're not going to stop a knife to the jugular. Okay, so you want to create distance. You're already committing to drawing your weapon system. So as I'm putting off those initial pop, 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 whatever that is to me, whatever that looks like in your scenario, hopefully none of us have to deal with this, but whatever that is, I want to create more distance, because the fight or flight mentality, right? That combat mindset, if I'm committed to committing a crime and to trying to kill you, you can shoot me all you want to, but you better hope I'm dead, because I'm going to fight to my last breath. And you have to assume, right? Always assume that your adversary is willing to commit more violence than you are, right? That's why you always have to be vigilant and understand why it is you're doing that. So if we're going to go through this process of clearing one-handed, we're in a fight. Hey, give me your wallet. Give me your McDonald's coupon. Give it to me. Okay? I want distance. Now, when I create distance, you know what I also have? I have situational awareness of what's going on, because if I'm in this contact right, if I'm in this contact right here, right? Is there one guy? Is there two guys? Is there someone coming from my flanks, right? From my peripheral? I want to neutralize my threat, and I want to search and assess what's going on. I do not want to be super locked in tunnel vision.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay?
Eyes up. That's a big one.
Yep, I'm looking at hands, because you're making that decision right now. You've determined that you can no longer just walk away from this.
That decision to draw and pull the trigger is a life-changing decision, right? Training to make the decision and know that you're making the right decision, understanding even the laws, right? If we're in that position, it's got to be the right one. That's why you want to be confident and competent with it, and understand what you're doing when you're doing it. God forbid it ever happens. All right.
Okay, so now we're going to put all that to the test. So we have a clean chest and brain box right here. So Sam, let's go ahead. We're going to go with a normal concealed carry draw, okay? And then we'll work into that one arm draw. So our normal concealed carry draw, we'll get back, let's say 5 yards.
Give or take, yeah.
Yep. And then our next one, what we're going to do, we'll get up a little bit closer on the target, and we'll work shooting from that retention position.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right, shooter ready. Stand by. Target. Okay.
Good.
Yep. So this time, I want us to do 2 shots, right? Let's get out of the habit of just that 1 shot.
Okay.
We're trying to we're pulling it out to stop this target, right?
Okay.
Shock and trauma to the body is going to do exactly just that.
Okay.
All right, so you see how we're left?
Slightly left.
So go ahead and do a punch out without shooting.
Okay.
Just punch out. Now, where are your sights at? Are they equal height, equal light?
Yep, we're good.
All right, let's run it again. We're gonna go 2 shots to the chest. Shooters ready, stand by, target. Okay, nice. All right, now we're at 7 yards. So what I want you to do this time is you heard it was press. Now I want you to, double tap, right?
tap.
Right? What's another term? Sequence shooting. So like press. Like we're super close. I mean, essentially all we have to do is just pull out your gun real fast. Aim with one hand. Don't even use your sights. And shoot at what you think the body is. Okay, holster. Guys, he didn't even use his sights. He just pointed his gun at 7 yards, and this is where his shot's at. Okay, so like let's not overcomplicate this process. That's why it's very important. Every time we draw, we have a good high firm grip. We have equal height, equal sights. If you're using a red dot sight, every time I punch out when I'm doing dry practice, my sights are aligned or my red dot is aligned, and it's exactly where I want it to go, okay? All right, 2 shots. Back. Normal can still carry.
Okay.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Target. Nice. Okay, go ahead and punch back out.
Okay.
Now, what you notice, he got in that aggressive stance, right? He didn't just stand up erect. So go ahead and holster up. Now do it again. This time when you're done shooting, I want you to stay punched out, all right? Whatever that looks like to you, just stay there. Okay. Shooter ready. Stand by. Target. All right, now look, see how his position. He's in a more of aggressive combat fighting stance. All right, go ahead and holster.
Okay.
And guys, these are where his shots are at. Okay? These are where his shots are at. He's leaning into the pistol. He's in that aggressive combat stance. All right, now let's go ahead and work on that one arm draw. Shooter ready. Stand by. Target.
Pushed out.
Yep, pushed it. Hey, it works.
Worked.
So, but this shot shot him.
Left.
Yep, shot him right here.
Okay.
All right, so let's come in a little bit closer.
Okay.
We're gonna get in about this distance. This is about normal height for me.
Okay.
Walk to your target. A little bit taller than you. All right. One thing we're gonna make sure we're cognizant of, this hand we're gonna keep out of our way. All right, so we're gonna work in that one-handed draw. Shooters ready. Stand by. Target. All right, now kind of set up for failure a little bit, only because I would be shooting in the pelvic area. Sam is shooting on the target so we can see it, but there's a shot right there. So the girdle right here, the pelvic girdle, if I'm shooting, here, get me?
Yep.
If I'm the target and I'm pulling out my pistol, as you can see, this is more like my gut-ish area. I'm shooting for all this area. If I shoot you in this area, you're gonna collapse, you're not gonna move, and you're gonna really have a bad day. As you're dealing with this, that's when I'm taking my steps back and I'm finishing my threat, right? Whatever that means, right? I'm not telling you to murk people, I'm not telling you gotta kill people, but you need to neutralize the threat because I still have hands, even when I'm shot here. Once again, you never know what your adversary is going to do. You also never know what else is in that battle space, right? So you always want to be vigilant. Press. If I need to shoot, press. I need to shoot, press. My target goes down. Hey, dude, drop that fucking gun, dude. I don't know about you. I do not want to have to ever kill somebody in my own country. I don't want to do that. So you need to figure out what your laws are, what your escalation of force is going to be, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for every round that comes out of this pistol. And I don't know if you know this, but you might be acquitted in a court of law, but there's a thing called civil law also, right? So that's another thing you need to keep in mind. That's why there's insurance companies like USCCA that's out there to help keep you protected as best as possible and to stay on point with all the new laws and the changes that are coming out. So things to keep in mind. But as you can see, this is a fairly big sized target right here. Like, this is a lot of space, and what's going to put someone down is shock and trauma to the body. You know, as you can see him when he's punched out with 2 hands, he's got that aggressive stance, that high, tight, firm grip right here. I mean, he's just gonna marry these bullets close to each other. That's totally fine. When I get my distance, it's almost of like, what are you willing to accept as your spread comes out? When you're training, if you see your spread get really, really far at a certain distance, maybe like that 15-yard line, that 25-yard line, all you really need to do is slow down, because I can put as much rounds down range as I want to. If I'm faster than you, that's great, but if I'm not hitting you, that defeats the purpose, right? I don't know about you, but I don't want to have a bullet go somewhere I don't want it to go, right? There's innocent bystanders out there. If you're inside your home, you're shooting through walls potentially. It's just a lot of things to factor. So why not just hit your target to the best of your ability? All right, you ready to shoot some steel?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, so what we're gonna work on now is transition from target to target. So you want to go ahead and
Yep.
I will demo. We're gonna start back here. This is about the 20-yard line right here. Guys, when you're loading your pistol, you see a lot of people do it down here, up here. This fictitious box is my workspace. So I'm coming in here, I'm gonna grab the least accessible source of ammunition, pointer finger, right, indexing my rounds. I'm gonna take that peek, I'm looking at my magazine wheel, I'm inserting my magazine, and I'm good to go. All right, so what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna start at the 20-yard line. We're gonna sprint to the 15. Once I get to my far right cone, I'm going to engage my target, my still target right in front of me. I'm gonna sprint to my left one with my pistol out. My weapon system's gonna be pointing down range as I'm running sideways. I'm gonna get to my second cone. I'm gonna engage my target. I'm then going to keep my pistol pointed down range. I'm gonna sprint back to the second target, to my 20-yard cone, and I'm gonna go right, left. All right?
Okay.
So this is what it's going to look like. Tuck in the shirt. Let's go. Are you ready?
Yep.
You want to call it?
Yep. Are you ready?
Yep, ready.
Stand by. Go. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Like such.
Yep. Good.
Right, shooter ready. Stand by. Target. Nice. How'd that feel?
This gun is amazing.
Yeah, that gun's
It's
nice.
so easy to shoot. And it's spot on. Love it. One more?
Yeah, you want to run it again?
Yeah.
This time.
Change up and turn this way, like you did,
Okay.
instead of this way. I felt awkward. Don't want to trip. There's gunk, everything. You gotta be smart.
Yep. You just want to make sure that you have positive control of your weapon system. Is oriented down in a safe direction. Now, this time, what I want you to focus on is your steps. Okay. So when I say go, I want you to try to not have a false step. This right here would be a false step. Ready, go. See how I just came back?
Yep.
Ready, go. Set on my rear, kick off. So, ready, go. Already preload that front leg.
Okay.
When I get to my position, I want to now make sure I'm engaging my glutes and my core, because you already see your target. You're gonna process that so fast.
Correct.
Your biggest challenge, my biggest challenge, and any shooter's challenge is going to be, okay, I've already processed my threat. Can I get my pistol out, up on target, and tell my brain to pull the trigger as fast as it's going inside my mind?
Yes.
All right, and I can do that by making sure every other variable that I have control of, I'm controlling it to the best of my ability. All right, so let's go ahead and try that. Same thing, watch out those false steps when I'm going from cone to cone.
Okay.
So this time the command's gonna be shooter ready, stand by, threat, and on threat, you run. Shooters ready, stand by, threat. All right.
Getting used to this one. Tried to go a little faster.
Okay. So we know we can move fast.
Yes.
So we're sprinting from, we're not really shooting on the move.
Correct.
So what is faster for you mean?
So for me, one was having the setup faster. So I can only go so fast from point A to point B. It's gonna be the draw and on target, open sights, no red dot, then move, set up again. I was looking at the target. I don't think I was on target when I arrived. I was coming up to target and watching my feet. Not that because of the ground, and then coming back. And part of it is run,
Yeah.
right? Just being steady. Yeah.
So
I
this
like that. That's a
this
good drill.
time when I'm sprinting towards my first cone, what I want you to do is I'm looking at my threat. My cone is in my peripheral. My threat's my number one concern. So as I'm running up, I'm looking at my target and I'm planting my feet in my peripheral. My eyes are staying on my target. I punch out. And as soon as my sights are up on target, I'm gonna shoot. Press that shot, that last shot's done. My body's compressing. I'm turning. I'm looking at my threat downrange. I see my cone in my peripheral. I'm planting. As soon as my sights are up on target, press. I'm turning. This direction of where I'm going. I'm going this way. My pistol's pointed the other way. I'm running. I plant, pivot, looking at my target, press, press. So really the only difference is maintain positive contact, visual contact with your threat. Use your peripheral for your stopping position and see if that's able to help you speed up a little bit faster.
Okay.
All right. Pistol's in the best condition possible. All right. Shooter ready. Stand by. Threat. Fix it. You got a mag. You have an extra mag. Let's go ahead and reset that.
That one does not lock in real good.
Okay, let's go ahead and reset.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Threat. Come on, get in the fight. Tap, right, bang. All right, what do you think?
Disappointed. So that one, it dropped. I've noticed on this gun, you know, which all of them, but on my other one on a Canic, it sets real easy, real fast. This one, you got to jam it, which they teach you, right? Make sure it's in there. I didn't make sure it was. Dropped, lost a round. Not in a good position.
All right, so damn. When we're loading, right? So what Sam did, let's just call it, he did like an admin reload, right? He was making sure his weapon's in the best condition possible. Admin reload, tack reload. I'm gonna do them the same way. So I'm gonna grab my fresh source of ammunition. I'm gonna remove, press my magazine. I'm gonna set it in, restore this. But as I'm going in, I'm not doing anything different. If I have a malfunction, I'm tapping, right? If I'm doing a tack reload, I'm seating it all the way. I'm doing the same motions every time. Now, when we saw Sam on his first target, it was click. In the military, they called it the loudest sound on the battlefield, right? Instantly, even if you're training, especially if you're training, right? Because you're training to not necessarily not do these things in real life, but you're training to have maybe either avoid doing the poor things in real life or having a plan when you're posed with an issue in real life. So he's going to shoot, press, nothing happens. Instantly, tap, rack, go back in, right? Same thing on a rifle, tap in, we're racking, we're going back in. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this myself. You wanna
Like it.
get me on it? It'll be ready, stand by.
Ready, stand by, threat. Nicely done.
Now look at my position right here. I'm not gonna call this a good
No.
shooting position, but this is what I have with what I have. This is all mud, this is wet. Whatever I chose to do, I chose to plant and pivot. I'm not going to add extra movement to my equation. I'm solid, I have a good base. As I'm punching out, my glutes, my hamstrings are engaged, my core's engaged. As soon as I see my dot on my thread, I'm shooting it. Transition, I lead with my eyes, I drive my gun. Now, if I don't have my trunk, if my gooch isn't engaged, what's gonna happen is this. I shoot, see that?
Yep.
I wanna avoid that. So if I engage my glutes, engage my core, nothing overly crazy, just like a good good posture, confident posture. Lead with my eyes, I drive my gun. I can tell you right now, the pressure is evenly distributed on my feet. This, I feel my quad and my hamstring and my glute engaged. I'm not overly leaning because I'm already kind of bladed out a lot. And I'm just sunk down. I'm creating as stable position as possible because my heart rate's up. We're filming for YouTube, shooting in front of my friend. I'm shooting against myself. It's muddy, kind of slippery. I have a lot of factors that I could choose to let get in my head. None of that shit matters. All I'm focusing on is controlling the things that I can control. So, and if you guys didn't see that, I pulled my gun out. I'm just doing a brass check, making sure. Oh, I'm still good on ammunition. Look, workspace, my gun is still in my workspace. I seat it properly. I'm good to go. I want to do the same thing every time. All right.
Do it again.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. What are you going to do different this time?
Better job of eyes up.
Okay.
As I pull, instead of, I feel like I'm swinging my hands too is the other thing. Come up, push. I'm coming up a little out, right? So I'm having to judge snapping here instead of hitting, pushing.
Which is what you would be doing if you're wearing a combat rig, right? Yeah. So it's the same thing. Can still carry, combat rig, all our economy of motion, it's all the same. Okay. All right, let's work on that false steps. The IDing our threat as we're transitioning from cone to cone. I'm seeing where my threats are at. I'm using my peripheral vision to see where my feet should plant. As soon as I commit to the plant, that's when I'm engaging my threat. Okay. All right. Shoes ready, stand by, target. All right, what do you think about that one?
Better besides missing, but.
Well, so what do you think we're missing?
Better, more organized instead of, the hard part is being frantic. You know, you're rushing, you're hurrying, and you're trying to think all these things. From there to there, I didn't transition as well with my eyes.
In regards to leaving this cone, going to the next cone?
Target, right?
Okay.
So, boom, all the way over, I'm already focused on the target. I was drawing up on the target as I stopped, instead of focused on the target as soon as I left.
Okay, do you have ammo?
I gotta probably get more.
All right, you gonna...
Are those working there?
Is it a normal Glock-ish mag?
Yeah.
All right, should be good.
Should be.
All right, yeah. All right, so let's really drive home that
yes,
contact with our threats, leading with our eyes, driving our gun. All right, shooters ready. Stand by. Threat. Nice.
So much better.
What I really liked about your first shot is, what do you think I liked the most about your first shot?
I was coming up, I was already focused as I was doing it, and I was moving as I shot her.
You definitely missed your first shot.
Yeah.
But your follow through shot, your second, it was fast. There was no like, shit, man. There was like no pause. You engaged and then you moved on.
Yep.
All right.
That was good.
You can run that again?
Your turn.
My turn? You good?
Yes, sir. Right. Ready? Stand by. Threat.
Shooter sometimes, especially when we do like some dynamic stuff like this. This is a safe weapon system. This is my main safety. So if my sights are not up on target and I do not have the intention to shoot, my finger's not going inside the trigger well. It's just not happening, right? So as I clearly fell, I can panic, but if I panic, what do you think the chances of me panicking the rest of the drill are? Right? Like why would I train that way? I'm going to mess up. I'm going to miss shots. I'm going to look stupid in front of my friends. I'm going to do a speed reload, not see my magazine properly, even after I just talked about it. I'm going to make human mistakes, but I'm going to control as much things as I possibly can. Same thing with a rifle. You see guys shooting, with a rifle. Boom, 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 they're shooting, and they're going to go pick up something. They'll just put their gun off to the side. It's like, I'm maintaining positive control. My weapon system is an extension of me. There's no need to panic. When you panic, you are screwed. Lastly, for all you out there, was it last year? I think it was, last year I was at the competition called SIG ARC, the Sig Sauer Archery and Rifle Competition. And we shot anything from their 6.5 Primors out to like 800 yards. We shot their SIG 10 mils. We shot their, I forget what the Rattler or whatever their carbine is. Basically, we shot pistol, carbine, bolt gun, long gun, and we shot the, what did we shoot? We shot archery, right? And I'm there with professional shooters. I'm there with like all sorts of crazy, like hunters, like dudes that are just crazy, amazing people. And my team, comprised of a SEAL Team 6 guy, myself, and my buddies in the Army, we beat everybody. And, one of my guys on the team, he missed literally every shot that we had that had a course with a pistol. He missed every shot, right? I remember we had a thermal night vision shoot. He missed every shot for that, and we still won. And people were like, how did you guys win? I'm like, it's easy. We're just faster than you. You might be better shooters, but like when we made a mistake, we didn't beat ourselves up. If I had made a shot on a moving target and I missed, I didn't get in my head and start just beating myself to a pulp. I shot, realized I made a mistake, corrected said mistake, and re-engaged, right? I fell on my butt. Well, that's a real life scenario. I could fall on my butt. I could easily stop the drill, right? But this was a realistic scenario, so I just wanted to run through it. And if we watch that video, you watch that part again, I didn't get inside my head like, oh man, I freaking suck. I just continued on with the job. So you are your worst enemy when it comes to shooting, whether that's training or real life. You got to get out of your head. If you make a mistake, as long as you're safe, correct it and push the fight. What we're going to do now is we're going to set up a hallway shot. And what that is simulating is, Sam's longest corridor in his house where he could be potentially posted up. There's an insider threat. And he's got to take a very surgical shot. So we're going to use our hostage target right here. So I painted it's supposed to be pink. It looks kind of like orange. That one looks pink. Why did I paint it pink? I don't know. Why not? So how this plate works, if you shoot this, no sound makes no sound. If you shoot this, it goes from left to right, and this will make a sound. But if you shoot this, there's no feedback. Unlike if you shoot one of these, it will give you feedback. So what we're gonna do, Sam, is we're gonna find your distance. How far is your longest shot in your house?
Probably right around there.
All right, so we're about at 15 yards.
Yep.
So go ahead and, this is a home intruder. You hear a scuffle. So you're already going to have your pistol out. Mm-hmm. All right, you in the best condition possible.
Making ready?
Yep. All right, so you're already in high alert. And so what we're doing now is you're kind of in that ready position right there. Mm-hmm. So the command's going to be shooters ready, stand by, target, and on T of target, you're going to hit that pink, beautiful circle, right? On our hostage target. All right, shooter ready, stand by, target. All right, so go ahead and bring it back some. All right, so your shooter is now shooting at you.
Yep.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to punch that out. And we're not going to shoot, but we're going to punch out our pistol. Now bring it back into the compressed position. As you're punching out, I want your peripheral, right, your eyes to pick up your front sight post. Okay. Let me know and stop as soon as you see it. Start punching out. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay, once you see your front sight post, what you're focusing on now, right? Because we have a blurry target, a clear front sight post. We're focusing on this, not our target. Okay. So as I'm keep on driving my gun, what I'm doing now is I'm making sure my front sight post is aligned to my rear sight aperture. Now, we call it equal height, equal light. So that means that my front sight is dead center of my rear sight. It's not too far left, not too far right. It's not too high, it's not too low. It's going to be flush with this top part here. Okay. Now bring it back. Now punch it out again, and that's what you're doing. You're picking up your front sight as just coming up into your peripheral.
Okay.
Are you equal height, equal light?
Yep.
Okay, now bring it back in. All right, shooter ready, stand by, target. You're gonna go hot on this one.
Man, I am right on it.
All right, so looks like you're a little left on it, so.
Okay.
Yep, now you're high. All right, there you go. Okay, where were you at on that one? What was the difference?
So, line of sight, everything level and square, straight on it, right?
Yep. So
it was better to set the target.
Yep.
Just slightly above.
So your target was slightly above this.
Yep, like.
All right, I want you to put this flush. I got you. I want you to put the level of your front sight, your rear sight, dead center. Can you see that, or do I need to go paint that side?
No, I'm good.
Okay, now punch out. See how you have this curve in your back right here? I want you to roll forward.
Okay.
Okay. Now go ahead and come back to that ready position. Now you're going to punch out. Once you have that equal height, equal light. Now this is a hostage target, right? So that big white portion of our target is an individual, like a friendly, potentially. And we have this limited target right there. That's what we're going to shoot at. So go ahead, shooter ready, stand by, target. Now this is a surgical shot. Boom. What did you do differently? Finger off the trigger? What did we do differently this time?
I brought myself down just that little bit. That may have made a little bit of a difference there. Yeah.
All right, shooter ready.
A little more in line instead of, does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely. So what you want to do is you want to limit the amount of motion with your upper body as possible. So you're looking at your threat, right?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and bring the pistol up to your line of sight. Okay, see how your head stayed the same, but you brought your weapon up to you? That's what you want to do. Now, are you equal height, equal light on your target?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and bring it back. Shooter ready, stand by, target. Okay, that was low and left.
Okay.
Shooter ready, stand by,
Okay.
Target.
Man. Ah.
All right.
Was really upright here.
Yep, and you kept on
Just
sinking.
relax that little bit. Right on.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. What we're gonna do now? You still good on ammo?
Got 2.
All right. So you're gonna shake it out. Shake it out.
Relax. You get tight. You're like,
Because we're overcomplicating the process.
Yep.
You're sleeping in bed. You're super not in it right now. You heard a scuffle. You come outside. You hear a scream. But really, we're not going to treat this target as it's got a hostage, right? Like one of your family members. We're going to treat it as like a limited exposure shot, right? I've identified it as a threat. And all I have is that super small yellow box right there to hit.
Okay.
All right? So, get in your fighting stance, because you're in the alert now. You just pull out your pistol. You're going to go check it out. All right? I got my good high firm grip. Shooter's ready. Stand by. Target.
oh,
There it is. What's the difference?
did it again. Came in too rigid, too tight. Relaxed just a little bit. Sat down in it, and it shot.
All right. I'm going to demo it myself. All right. We're going to go one-handed. Well, Sam's got me.
I got you.
All right. So look at my body position. Look at my head. I'm clearly in the alert position. Something's not right here. All right. So this limited exposure shot. All right. On you. You want to call it out?
Shooter ready. Stand by. Threat. Shooter ready. Stand by. Threat. Very nice. Ready. Stand by. Threat. Nice.
So notice my head staying the same. I'm bringing the pistol up to my line of sight. I'm not bringing my head down to my gun.
Yeah.
Now, you see a lot of people on the internet, they're shooting super tall. This is great. I can hit my target, right? No big deal. I'm hitting my target.
Very nice.
This is not a real position. I'm standing super straight up. If I was to shoot a rifle in this position, it's gonna knock me backwards, rapid fire. God forbid someone bumps me. From here to move forward, I have to almost reset my body to make that motion. My combat stance, for me personally, I go feet little shoulder width apart. I have a small cant in my strong side foot. Gives me that fighting stance, right? I'm gonna fight you, I'm defending myself. All I'm doing now is bringing my pistol up to my eyes.
Okay.
So here's my position. And we have a ricochet with the paint.
Dude.
Yep, that happened.
Yeah, it did. Tried to put it over there far enough away, but
I'll go from the holster
okay.
on you. Call it out.
Ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Threat. Very nice.
Bringing the pistol up to my eyes, to my line of sight. Now, granted, I am shooting a red dot, so I'm putting that red dot on my target. I'm picking it up as I'm punching out. I'm picking up my front sight post because I'm driving the weapon up. And then I see my red dot. My dot is on my target where I wanted to go. Just like such.
Okay.
You gonna give it a shot again? You gonna try it again?
Let me yeah, I'll do it again.
All right.
I'm in.
Let's do it. Man, you smell that paint? I can smell it. Dude, I was like, what the heck? The gas leak just happened? All right.
Like we didn't have a full tire out here. All right.
Alrighty. We're going to go from the concealed?
Now, I'm not comfortable with this one enough yet.
Okay.
I mean, again, this is first time I've ever shot this was here.
Alrighty. Shooter ready. Stand by. Target. Nice. All right. Shooter ready. Stand by. Target. Nice. See how your head's staying the same?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shooter ready. Stand by. Target. Nice. Much better, right?
Much better.
See, it's not that people don't know how to shoot or can't shoot or they're not accurate. Is one, we get in our heads, and then two, we change so much of our body, which then it can changes our whole dynamics. Like you wrap vehicles for a living,
Yep.
right? Amongst other things in the car world.
Yep.
But you do it the same way every time.
Correct.
But when you started out, you had to go through all the ups and downs and find your technique that works for you to accomplish the mission. Right. Same thing with shooting and same thing with everything else we're doing. And if you really look at it, that's a small target, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's...
I mean, comparatively, what is that?
Yeah. A little bit bigger than your
that's
fist.
Not a lot from, what do we...
15 yards, that's not a lot, right? But what happens is, if you were to shoot this, you'd be like, oh, that's so much easier. Yeah. But we get this small little target, but what we forget, this small target right here is the same small target right here, is the same small target here. Yep. We just don't see any, there's like not a safe space to the side of it. Yeah. Because
you're seeing this.
So like, get me right here.
Yep.
Film me. So this right here, essentially, is this.
Correct.
Right? This is what we're looking at right here. Like, hey, give me your wallet. Get back.
Yep.
Get back. It's this limited shot right here.
Okay.
Would you feel comfortable taking this shot at 15 yards away?
With your wife in front.
Yeah. Are you able to do that?
Right.
Borderline. What's the difference between my wife here?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this target?
Metal target.
This target is technically smaller, right? And I'm human.
Yep.
So I'm nervous. I'm watching everything. I'm all over the place. And when I get that limited shot, what are you going to do? Are you going to take it?
Correct.
And so...
And you have to be ready for that shot.
You have to be ready. You want to set yourself up for the most amount of success as possible. So control what you can. I can control my feet placement. I can control my stance. If I'm moving like really fast, I'm running to my threat. I already know what to do.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. But when I give you a smaller target, which you're already hitting over here, it's just a head game at this point, right? And then we try to do something different. Well, if it's a precision shot, I'm going to do this now. No, I'm going to do that every time. I'm going to do the same thing every time. Bring the gun, drive the gun up to my eyesight. Boom. Equal height, equal light. And I'm just hitting my target. I didn't move my head. Just bring my weapon up to my line of sight. That's it. Booyaka Shah.
Love it.
Respect. So, what'd you think of today's shooting?
Oh, today was amazing.
Did you learn anything?
I did.
You gonna be able to take anything back home with you?
Yep. Today, the big one is, I go and I shoot competition with a belt. That's one thing, right? But even just, the way you grab your shirt, the way that you evac your gun, and what I don't think everyone knows that, like, a lot of the pistols we're shooting and that we have pointing at our special needs parts down there, right, do not have safeties. So everything that we're doing, you have to be alert the whole time, right? We have loaded guns, no safeties, and it just being so aware while you're doing all of this, even when you're drawing, you're pulling, right? Where's your hand, where's your trigger finger at all times? And I think that's where a lot of people get nervous, honestly.
Yeah, shooting is, we definitely overcomplicate it, but at the same time too, I just got done shooting with a bunch of civilians, four is a bunch, right? I just got done shooting with 4 civilians that came out for this special operations experience.
Yep.
And they all have guns, they all shoot guns. They were all very kind of finicky around them. And really what it comes down to is just practice. Now, if I was to go into their world, one was a doctor, one was like an engineer, one was a firefighter, I would be finicky over there, right? So they look at myself and they're like, oh man, he looks like he knows what he's doing. I have thousands of hours, right, and repetitions under my belt. Not saying that I'm the best, not saying I know everything, because I clearly don't, and clearly I am not the best. However, I'm very confident around my weapon system, right? So, you know, you're a professional in your own world, but don't forget these things are perishable skills, and you can do this dry practice. You know, when I dry practice at home, I look at a limited target exposure shot like that, and I will present my gun out. I'll do it from a concealed carry. I'll do it from a tactical holster. And I'll just dry practice. I'll just get those dry reps, and I'll make sure as I'm punching out that I have equal height, equal light, that my sights are up on target, right? Not that, oh, look, I'm too far left, I'm too far right. Maybe it's my grip. It's, you know, whatever the factors are. So I'm constantly practicing. I'm constantly, quote unquote, playing with the tools that I have access to. So don't underestimate yourself, and don't limit yourself because you don't have access to a range. I mean, even airsoft. Man, I treat my airsoft weapons just as much as I do my real weapons. I treat them like they're a real gun. I use the sights exactly the same application that I use my pistol. So it's really just using what you have, but it's knowing that, can I use my weapon system and take a limited exposure shot? Can I do that effectively?
Confidently.
And confidently. That's the most important thing. Do I believe in myself enough to do that?
Yep.
And the question is I'm willing to bet each and every one of you can, because if we take that target and we put it on that big target, you'll hit it every day. But once I just give you this little floaty target, you're like, oh my goodness, can I do that? Well, my friends, yes, you can. And knowing is half the battle. Sam, any other parting words?
Let's go get some killer barbecue. That's what I'm here for.
All right. Barbecue time. Let's go.
Thanks, brother.